All right, let's get started. First card from the Goddess of the Moon Oracle deck is the Masculine. Yeah, so what I'm seeing here, Capricorns, I feel like you're lining up with your masculine energy. I feel like this is you working to become a bit more practical, a bit more pragmatic in your daily life, less emotional, more diplomatic, more tactful, and just sort of taking a more productive and practical approach to life right now. And I feel like this is the new energy that's coming in for your new cycle that we're starting. Up next is the Patience card coming in upright. Yeah, I feel like this is coming in for a lot of signs right now. I feel like because we're starting new cycles, I feel like there's a lot of excitable energy around us, and many of us are just ready to move forward and move on with our lives. It's like, all right, the past is in the past. What's done is done. Let's go. But we need to have patience and not try and rush the process because we may potentially muck up the timeline. Up next is Growth, reversed. I feel like because it's coming in reverse, Capricorn, that this is personal growth to you. I feel like this is soul expansion. This is growth and wisdom gained from the karmic cycles that you just completed. And we're ending big ones. Some that stem back to 35 years ago, some that go back to 10 years ago, and some that goes back to like 6 or 7 months ago, March, April timeframe. So what are you working on? What do those milestones mean for you? And what were the lessons learned at each of those milestones? Because that's what's driving your personal growth here and now. And those are the lessons that you're going to take with you into this new cycle that we're starting. Okay. So, again, I have your Celtic card spread pulled. Let me go ahead and start flipping the cards and seeing what comes up. Just give me a moment. Okay. You're running your world. You're running your business. You're feeling balanced and you're feeling prosperous. Yeah, so the overall energy of the reading. Queen of Pentacles. So financially stable, taken care of. Central to your reading is yourself, the Devil reversed. This is the Capricorn card. Crossed with 10 of Wands, completions, letting go of the burdens. And I feel like what's going on here for you Capricorns is you're letting go of situations that no longer serve you. The Devil card can also mean letting go of toxic behaviors, limiting belief systems, limiting stories you used to tell about yourself, just letting go of things that just don't work for you, that's not going to serve your highest good, and they didn't. And this is ending. Whatever this is, this burden is ending. Because 10 of Wands in the regular Rider-Waite deck shows a man struggling with carrying a heavy load of wands over his shoulders, and it looks tiring. He looks exhausted. It looks heavy, and that's done. That is done. So this is a release. I think you're releasing the past. You're releasing karma. And the foundation to you, this is the Seven of Swords. This can be you trying to get away with something. This could be deceit. This could be lies. But I'm getting the sense that this is strategic planning. Yeah, that you are strategically planning your exit to release this, and it's not easy to let go of the past. And I feel like this could be a karmic marriage. Maybe you're finalizing the divorce, or it was actually finalized, and now you're trying to figure out, what your next move is with a bit of strategy, and you're playing, your cards close to the vest. I get the sense that this could also mean just, for those of you who weren't married, but maybe like letting go of a long-term relationship, and then you're planning your next move. You're planning how you want to move forward, in your future, in this new cycle, because this is karma complete is what I'm getting. All right. So what else do we have here? In your recent past, it's the Ace of Swords reversed. So I feel like there's maybe some confusion, perhaps. some confusion about how you want to navigate your exit strategy, how you want to move forward. I think perhaps you may be waiting on some information which will help you, move forward, but that clarity just hasn't come in yet. Yeah, no. I feel like there's more information that's coming to you, but just not quite yet. But it will be revealed to you. And once it is, you're going to have the clarity and the information you need to make that plan solid and for you to take action on it. Because in your near future is the Page of Wands. And Page of Wands is very young, impulsive energy. And sometimes this can be seen as the hippie card, free love, free spirit, really in love with life. You can embrace the Page of Wands energy for your future. But you can't do this yet until you've rested, until you've taken the time to think about, what is closing down here in this cycle. What addictions, what toxicities are you releasing? Because it is the Devil in reverse, and it is, the card of completion, the Ten of Wands. So this is a release, okay? But it's not easy, and you do need to take care of yourself. You do need to rest, and you do need to be patient, all right? So be gentle with yourself, basically. Okay, so how you're viewing yourself, you're seeing yourself as the King of Wands. So you're seeing yourself as someone who's not in their power. But you are. You are. You got to give yourself credit. Because I feel like the masculine card came out for a reason in the beginning of your reading. It's just to let you know that you are in charge of your destiny, that you are the author of your story, and you get to write your new story as you see fit. You are in control, but you're not feeling like you're in control. You're not feeling that. You're feeling out of sorts. You're feeling out of balance. I feel like you perhaps feel as if you've given your power away to someone else. But when the King of Wands is upright, he's a leader. He's a fair and just leader. He's very charismatic. People follow him. He's got great ideas, and he's great at delegating those ideas. He's very social. He's very warm. He's very passionate with the fire energy. And I feel like Capricorn, this is what you're trying to tap into. So right now it's reversed. So I think you're working on yourself, right? You're planning for your future. You're working on yourself, and you're taking the time to really get still and get quiet in order to achieve this type of energy, the upright, balanced energy of the King of Wands, of the fire energy. Perhaps some of you had to release a fire sign, right? Perhaps a fire sign was reversed out of your life. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Maybe this is who you're thinking about. Maybe this is, I think for some of you, you were dealing with the fire sign, but, they had to be released. They weren't serving your highest good, and you weren't serving their highest luck to us. In your environment, Page of Cups. Yeah. So I feel like the energy here is saying that your environment is supportive with love, spirituality, and intuition. So I feel like your friends and family want to be around you to support you during this time period, to support you in any decision that you make, and to remind you to make decisions that are in alignment with your highest good for yourself. What's going to make you happy? I feel like the energy of this card, the energy of your environment, is very healing, very restorative, and it's a time for you to tap into your spiritual side and tap in to the messages of your spirit guides and guardian angels and listen to what they're saying. Because right now the veil is still thin between the living and the dead. We just celebrated Dia de los Muertos on the 1st. That was yesterday. So yeah, lean in, listen to your dreams, pay attention to your environment, the signs and synchronicities, because all that's coming in for you. Page of Cups can also symbolize an environment of emerging creativity. following your passion, following what makes you feel good, follow your heart. This is heart-centered energy. Yeah, this is the energy of your environment that you're living in. And this is what's going to help you gain the clarity that you need to move forward. Hopes and fears, Two of Cups reversed. This could mean a breakup. This could mean, that you did have to release the fire sign. This could be part of the completion, the toxic completion that you have to let go of. Okay? Yeah. Because, central to your reading is you reversed. The devil also, like I said, symbolizes releasing addictions, bad habits. You put these together. This is a toxic relationship. Yeah, toxic relationship that needed to end. Okay? So that's for some of you. I feel like also this is you getting into alignment with yourself. Two of Cups is soulmate energy. But it's also a relationship, a strong, direct relationship with your spirituality. You have to reintroduce yourself to yourself. You have to get to know your new self now before you can move forward and welcome in someone new. What else? This is a time for you to take care of yourself. This is the self-love card. Soothe your heart, soothe your soul, soothe your emotions, take care of you. Because once you do that, the rest will take care of itself. But yeah, you've got to give yourself a chance to heal. You do. Because your environment is Page of Cups. So a lot of Cups energy, a lot of emotional energy going on right now. This is healing. Yeah, I'm not seeing this as romance or love coming in. This is healing, okay? Your outcome, yeah. Four of Pentacles reversed. This is you shutting down. This is you going into self-protect mode, protecting your heart, protecting your assets. Yeah, because the regular Rider-Waite deck shows a man sitting on Four of Pentacles, and the fourth one he's holding for dear life. He's clutching that pentacle tightly to his chest. And I feel like this is you reassessing your finances. This is you perhaps looking at your investment plans for the future and maybe feeling that you're not so stable financially. Maybe you're experiencing some financial hardship, but maybe this is also you struggling with your day-to-day. You're feeling off balance. You're feeling, defensive because you just lost something important to you. And, you're just sort of in that self-protect mode because you are releasing something negative, something addictive, something toxic. And it is for your highest good, but it has you feeling vulnerable and it has you feeling exposed. And I feel like that's why this Four of Pentacles is coming in. Because like I said, the regular Rider-Waite deck shows a man clinging on to a pentacle for dear life. So he's protecting himself. He's covering himself. I feel like this is you right now protecting and covering yourself until you heal. All right. Okay, Capricorn. So let's check in with the Untamed Oracle. Yeah, before I shuffle, I just want to recap that this was the bottom of your deck card, the Queen of Pentacles. So this is you trying to come back into alignment. This is the energy that you're seeking is balance, fruition, abundance, and capturing all that you're feeling right now. Yeah, I feel like there's the energy of fear surrounding you. You know that you had to make that release, and it wasn't easy, but it was definitely for your highest good. But you held off for the longest time out of fear. You held off because you didn't want to let it go, and perhaps some of you believed that if you continue to work on it and give this person another chance, that they would change, and vice versa, or that you would change to meet certain expectations. But that's unrealistic. If it's not working, it's not working. And I feel like that was a codependent relationship that mimicked the feelings of love. Because codependency can do that. It can start off with feelings of love, but it quickly morphs into something dark and addictive. And it has you going in circles, round and round and round. And it's hard to get out of. And there's a lot of fear surrounding that release, but you did it. So congratulate yourself. And now is the time for you to rest. Absolutely rest. And we're seeing that in the Four Swords. And the Four Swords is your mind's eye. This is what's on your mind, is you're feeling exhausted. You're tired. You need to rest. Okay, Capricorn? And while you're resting, this will give you a chance to focus. Focus on what you want. Focus on your future. Okay? Where do you want to point that arrow? Because you are in control of directing that arrow. You can point it over here. You can point it over there. But once you let go of this string, you pull it back, you pull it back, you pull it back. Once you release that, that arrow is in the hands of the divine. And that arrow can represent anything you want it to represent. True love, healthy, balanced love, wealth, abundance, a promotion, a family, a new home, a new car, a new circle of friends, a new circumstance. Whatever you want this arrow to represent, you got it. You tell the universe what you want, where you want it to go, and then you let it go. And you trust that where it lands is where it's destined to land. And that's manifestation. That's where you'll see your manifestations come to fruition in the 3Ds, wherever that arrow lands, because that's going to be placed there by the divine. Okay? But you have to get focused. You have to rest in order to get focused. Because right now, no. Right now, you're still in this. Stress, anxious, anxiety, sleepless nights, feeling ragged, feeling tattered, feeling battered. But rest, rejuvenate, recuperate in order for you to gain the clarity and the focus that you need to plan your future and to shoot those arrows. But take time to go within. This is the spirit cards coming in reversed. You're out of alignment with your intuition and you're not listening to the spiritual downloads that are trying to come in for you. So get quiet, get still, meditate, journal. Journaling will help you clear out your mind's eye and it will help you hear the messages of spirit. I like this because it has the wise owl, at night with the stars. And I feel like this is water energy. This is Scorpio energy. Right now, we are in Scorpio season. It's a very highly intuitive, very emotional, very deep energy. So right now, harness the energy of Scorpio because that's going to allow you to go deep within yourself to assess what's going on in your life and to listen to the spiritual downloads that are coming in for you. Because the answers lie within you. That's for sure.